Hey guys, welcome back to DETALKS. I'm Levi Gates for the Rag Company, and with me, Mr. Jason Killmer of KXK Dynamics. Jason, how you doing, man?
Thank you for bringing me out.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to finally have you here, hanging out with us.
Doing my thing.
Yeah, well, and we're excited because we're going to start carrying the red sticks and the PS2? PR2s, which are the polishing racks.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Super excited about that.
Cool.
But
you should be.
Well, I'm a big fan of your work, that's why.
Thank you.
But for our audience, why don't you tell us just a little bit about yourself, those folks that probably don't know who you are or what you've done in the industry or, you know, that kind of thing.
Man,
So when did you start?
When I started detailing, that was doing my 74 Chev pickup when I was in high school.
Yeah.
My sophomore, junior year. I always was into cars.
Yeah.
Always. When I was 4 years old. Hot rods, monster trucks, dragsters, you name it. Anything that had wheels and a big motor, I was into it.
Yeah.
And I did pretty good in high school, but I really wasn't an athlete. I did okay, but I was like, okay, do I want to waste my senior year or do I want to move on and start my career? So that's what I did. Into my junior year, had all my credits. And I took
graduated early?
Yeah, I graduated early, took auto body and paint my senior year. From there, we went to a couple different collision shops and things like that. But there was this little thing I had. It's called Cerebral Palsy.
Yep.
On my right side. So that kind of slowed me down, or didn't slow me down. I have to do things differently.
Yeah.
I have to think outside the box.
Okay.
So when I do things. So my entire life was a challenge. Mm-hmm. Some people gave me credit, some people didn't give me credit. Some people think I'm weird, some people don't think I'm weird. So I've been asked a bunch of weird questions, appropriate questions, you name it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't bother me. I mean, I was born this way, so
yeah,
that's what we have to do. So from that point, my big break was probably 2002. Good friend Dave Tucci, Tucci Hot Rods in New York, Marcy, New York. I did his car before SEMA.
Okay.
We didn't do really any polishing, just cleaned the tires, the aluminum, anything I could do but polish, because the painter was like, meh.
Don't really want you done.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, fair enough. From there, just did a couple local customer cars in the greater Seattle area. But my big break was probably a big collection in Tacoma, Ford collection, owned by a gentleman. And I basically maintained his collection.
Okay.
About 30 cars at the time, and it's all Fords. And then I started working for his painter, John Byers at Byers Customs. He's really the guy that just said, okay, yeah, I know you've got CP, but you're a nice guy. And you've got a passion, so here's some sandpaper, here's a block, go to town. And it was on an $80,000 paint job. The car was started at Chip Fusa's shop, in fact, and it was, a gentleman bought it local and finished the car back home. And from there, we did the first Riddler car, second Riddler car, first Pebble Beach car, so on and so forth.
Yeah. And you were 20?
I was like, when we did the first Riddler car, it was in, I think I was 26.
Okay.
Yeah, we won in 2008. Diver Street Rods built that one for our powered station wagon.
Yep.
And then, like I said, it was just a progression. And then we did an article in Rod and Custom magazine.
Yep.
And that's when Jason Rose was working at McGuire's and Kevin Brown, and we really connected on that level. And then I helped in NXT, and that was really the big intro. I was known as the Phantom Polisher. Christopher Brown nicknamed me the Phantom. You know, I did all these cool, awesome one-off hot rods and Pebble Beach cars, but detailers really didn't know who I was.
Right.
Because they weren't really in that scene.
Yeah.
You know, the auto body guys and the custom guys knew who I was, but the detailers didn't really know who Jason Killmer was.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of exploded on the scene, and then wet sanding started coming around, but I was always into it, but people were always scared. So
right. Well,
it's really weird how the wet sanding thing has changed into what it is now.
Well, there's the old joke is that in a body shop, the lowest man on the totem pole is the wet sander. Yeah. And in a detail shop or the best detailer is a great wet sander.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's even though and the two kind of try and fight all the time.
Yeah, well, and the pay is there too.
Yeah.
The pay is not there for the body shop guys, but a detailer that wet sands, he's getting paid way more than a body shop guy. So that is an interesting dynamics. I think that's slowly changing, but there's still this struggle between detailers and body shop guys.
Yeah. Well, and so you came on mostly as a guy who could wet sand and you could finish a car.
I painted cars.
Yeah.
I prepped, I did filler work.
But because of your body work, your body shop background.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And then the sanding blocks came about truly by accident. I was at Hobby Lobby with my wife. We were shopping for wedding stuff. And I was bored, so I veered off and I saw this foam and we were using acrylic and started building them at my house, literally on a blue cutting board. And I was watching my son, he was 6 days old. I'm like, shoot, I gotta have something to do. So I started making sanding blocks.
Yeah.
And now we have
the rid sticks behind
us. Rid sticks and now the palm blocks, which we just released.
That's cool.
So it's just really weird how you look back on your career and how things have progressed, where day-to-day activities, you're like, is this going to go anywhere? Yeah. And then you look over a span of, say, my career of 19 years of doing pretty high-end show cars from the very beginning. I'm very blessed. I've touched cars that people only dream of, and I've done them time after time after time after time.
Yeah, well, and you've gotten, it's fun for me because I was a detailer, but I followed the custom scene and body shop style stuff. And so I always knew when you were coming out because my dad would send me the articles you wrote and stuff like that. He's like, you got to check this guy out. You got to see this. So fanboy status for me when we got to meet at SEMA finally we've been friends on Facebook for a while, but to have you come up, we got to shake hands, got to give you a hug, it meant a lot.
Yeah.
So
well, thank you.
I appreciate it. And I like that, for you, it was like they said, you were the phantom detailer,
polisher.
Phantom polisher. Like you were the guy behind the scenes finishing cars that some guys had never even known needed that or existed that, but you were the one who created these mirror finishes.
Yeah.
That we talked when we were in Florida about some of the Riddler stuff is the hardest judging on
planet Earth.
Yeah, some people think Pebble Beach and concourse level stuff, but a car that's contending for the Riddler.
Yeah, it's a different level.
Yeah, it's got to be on
atmosphere.
point.
Yeah, and so does Pebble Beach, but it's just different criteria.
Yeah.
But
that's where you get to shine.
No pun intended.
Literally, but no pun intended. But literally, that paint you were saying you guys lost. One car had a small scuff or just wasn't finished on the underside of the transmission tunnel.
Yep.
Like they literally got under the car, up under with mirrors, and found this one little spot.
One little speck.
And that was it.
That was it. We lost, I think, 3 or 5 points.
Yeah, which is, and so there are guys and detailers that consider themselves to be amazing. There are amazing detailers out there that can do
talented guys out
serious stuff. But for the guy in the shop that maybe never understood the number of hours you have to put in,
it's pretty daunting
to get to some of those levels. Yeah. I was ignorant to it. Yeah. For me it was, I remember going like, I can't believe we spent 10 hours on a car. Yeah. And you've had cars where you've got 1,000 hours?
1,000 hours, yeah.
Into just finishing, so.
And it has to be done yesterday.
Yeah,
that's what people understand. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be done yesterday, and it has to be done under budget or just a bunch of different criteria. So, and there's mistakes made. I mean, I've made mistakes on some of the nicest cars in the world on a deadline type of situation. So, you're either the hero or you're the zero. there's really no in between. It's foot on the gas all the way to the floor, or you just get ran over.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no really in between if you're serious about it.
And so about your family, you've got a wife, you've got 2 kids, 3 kids?
3 kids. Three kids. I have a daughter, Ashlyn. Micah is 3, and my little girl will be 1 next month.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
And they don't get to see you enough.
Well,
You're traveling so much so far.
I've been gone a lot this year.
Yeah.
But it's fun for me to look back where I've gone, and I see a lot of young detailers, they look up to me for whatever reason. And I take that to heart. And really, KXK was started by detailers for detailers.
Yeah.
We really, myself, Andy Ward of Proficient X, and Aaron Knox of Red Detail, we started KXK.
Yeah.
And we really wanted to help out other detailers. Either they were struggling or they wanted to see where we've gone with some of the cool stuff we've been able to do, been blessed to do, and just create products that necessarily a large company cannot create just because of all kinds of stuff that they just can't do. Well, we can do that because we say we can.
Cool.
So just some unique, cool things that we think by all 3 of us do it for a living, what can we create to help others out?
Yeah.
And, there's problems that we see on a daily basis from the grind that we can create and make a living out of doing, or hopefully making a living, but we're just having fun right now. And I think it's a good ride.
Awesome.
We've had fun.
Well, cool, man. Well, thanks for coming all the way out here for this.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
not
you very
a problem.
much.
How do people find KXK?
They can just go on our Facebook page.
Okay. Facebook,
or
KXK
Instagram.
Dynamics.
And our website should be up and running very shortly, probably within the next month or so.
Awesome.
So
and then how do they find you? Same Facebook and Instagram? Jason Killmer?
Yeah, Jason Killmer.
Awesome.
Sandman, whatever you want to call it.
Hashtag Sandman.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, don't forget, folks, to make sure you subscribe, like, and comment below. Stay tuned for more videos right here on the Rag Company YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.